What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to the Lockdown Universe, home of the bizarre, peculiar, and unheard of stories of UFO legend and paranormal lore. Welcome back, welcome back. Got my boys KMFDM with me today. I hope you guys enjoy them as well as I do. I've been listening to them for like 30-something years, man. I love these dudes. So anyway, check this shit out. Welcome back, like I said, to Lockdown Universe. Check this shit out. If you think you know the universe, let me just give you another nice little thought nugget just to give you a little chunk to think about for a moment. Imagine if there was a spirit of an animal that you saw. In the Men Who Stare at Goats movie, they start off that movie with saying that the Loch Ness Monster is the ghost of a dinosaur. Like a brachiosaurus. One of those real long-necked ones. Well, we have a story today where an individual, actually a family, may have seen the ghost or spirit of either a horse, cow, or some other animal. Now you might say, why oh why would we see the ghost of an animal? Why would you see the ghost of a human? Most of the time, if you see the ghost of a human, it's because of an untimely death, a violent death, or a great sadness that occurred during the death. Now, this could occur for a cow at any point, walking itself, well, not walking itself, but being lined up behind cows going to the slaughterhouse. That might be a sad thing. But in this case, I think it might be UFO related. So let me tell you what. So this story comes to us from phantomsandmonsters.com, and it states a white cow-sized translucent blob was seen gliding over Henderson in West Virginia. Normally, I think Henderson, I think of Nevada, because it's right next to Las Vegas, but there's a Henderson, West Virginia. Not a lot going on in West Virginia, right? West Virginia is pretty low-key. So to see a ghost-like object that appears to be like a cow, pretty bizarre, okay? So, this actually didn't happen recently. This happened a while ago. So, a West Virginia woman and her daughter were driving in Henderson when they both observed a bizarre, white, cow-sized, translucent blob gliding over them. What was it? Well, let's take a look here. Let's read into this account and see what they have to say. This woman said, I read the article that you listed that was entitled Flying Cryptid in County Durham, UK. I live in the United States. I saw something very similar to what was described in the article. My sighting happened in Henderson, West Virginia, approximately 35 years ago, 1989. I had been visiting with a friend with my daughter, and was on my way home in the afternoon. The day was partly sunny with clouds in the sky and not rainy or misty. That's important, right? Because if you see some sort of ghost-like entity, you might think it's like a fog, right? Or something strange with precipitation. We were traveling down an incline in the car, and we saw something strange go across the road, from the left side to the right side of the road. I'm not good with distances, but it was probably no more than 50 feet in front of us. The thing described in the article was much smaller than what my daughter and I saw. So what they saw was much larger than like the size of a cow or a horse. I watched it disappear and asked my daughter if she had seen anything. She confirmed that she had seen it also. What we observed was approximately horse or cow-sized, and it was white, translucent in appearance, without identifiable head, tail, appendages. It was oval-shaped, airy blob that you could see through. This thing was like watching a tiny cloud or a massive fog move on its own. It was flying or gliding quickly across the road, just disappeared on the other side of the road. It moved straight. It did not weave or bobble. We only saw it for maybe 5 seconds. I had never seen anything like it before and haven't seen another one since. I never reported it, but I always remembered my sighting and was immediately struck by the similarity of what was reported in the UK. Thanks for your website, and it's extremely interesting. So there's a note at the bottom here. I just want to see if I can read it. No. So basically, they said this happened near the Kanawha River in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. So although she didn't see a tail, it doesn't mean that it wasn't part of some animal or entity beforehand. Most ghosts that appear to us are simply blobs. Think about Casper the Ghost, right? Not a whole lot of muscle or musculature or arms or legs there. These things happen. You see things out of the corner of your eye. You see a mist. My own significant other saw a ghost in her house growing up multiple times. Most of the time, it was a misty substance. It's hard to tell with these things, right? I'm not saying, hey, you're wrong, it's a cow. What I'm saying is it's not always easy to tell exactly what some entity is when you only see it for like 5 seconds, right? If that. Now, the reason I think that this could be UFO related is because cows get abducted all the time. If a cow gets abducted and accidentally, well, they always get killed. They always get killed. So if it gets killed either on the way up and they do their surgery, or it gets killed on the way down, we might have ghost cows all over the place. Cow ghosts, ghost cows, whatever you want to call them, all over the place, ranging from the far west to the east to the Midwest. We've got cows everywhere. So, could this be a ghost cow? Sure, it could be. Could it be an entity? Yes. There was an episode of Stargate Atlantis where they went to a planet and these entities were like zipping across through the forest, and they were like slippery. They were like translucent and slipping through, kind of like Predator, but they were really long. And if an entity's moving quickly, it just looks like a zip, doesn't it? Look at my hand moving across the screen, right? Unless I stop it and you can see, oh, I have 4 appendages. If I just move it real quick across, you can't tell if I have appendages. You can't tell if I have a thumb up or thumb down. You can't really see it. It's boom, it's fast, real quick. And that's a solid object. Imagine if it was a non-solid object, an ethereal object, right? Okay, so what's interesting with this, too, is that it happened 35 years ago. That's a long time. Now, I like ghost cows. Don't get me wrong. But remember, they're making space cows in these UFO laboratories for the hybrids. So we know that they have a fascination with ghosts. We know that the aliens' fascination with cows go all the way back to like 30,000 BC, where we have cave drawings, cave paintings by Native Americans, Aboriginal Australians, where they show alien ships coming down specifically for cows and horses. We don't see it so much with the horses anymore, but they definitely are interested in cows. Maybe we consumed horses more back in the day, and they were more interested in making more horses for food for us, but now we're just, McDonald's is taking over, and they know that, hey, that's what we really feed on. So they're interested in continuing to make that DNA species, continue the bloodline, continue the changes with the bloodline that occur on the planet to keep up with their hybrids that they're continuing to make with these continued abductions of humans and continually taking our DNA to make more hybrids. So that's the story there. I'm not going to make this very long, but think about this for a second. Could the Loch Ness Monster be a ghost dinosaur? Sure, it could be. Could there be ghost dinosaurs roaming the planet? Sure, there could be. Could there be ghost Bigfoots running around the planet? Sure, there could be. So next time you see what a lot of people are seeing, especially these days, is these dark entities or dark people or dark spots on the side of their vision, especially lately if you go on YouTube, TikTok, people are talking about all over the place. You might just be experiencing what people are calling the dropping of the veil between our physical 3D reality and the next reality or the afterlife or whatever spiritual dimension you want to call it. When these veils drop, anything goes, man. Physics is out the window. what you think you see, you may not see, right? It's just like in Men in Black. You might start to see entities. You might start to see ghost scouts. You might start to see family members. You might start to see non-family members. You might start to have powers that you never thought of before. As the veil starts to thin and we start to see into the next dimension, like a lot of these people are seeing like these demon faces now in people. This is all over TikTok too. Lots of people are stating that they're seeing people's faces, and they're seeing their faces totally transmogrify underneath their human face, as though these reptilians are showing their true selves, and the veil is thinning and their power is maybe lessening, and we're able to see right through that veil. It's a very interesting time, man. We're going through a crazy time in America. So who the hell knows, man? The powers that be and the powers that are kind of like thrown up in the air at this point. So I'll leave you with that, because there's a bunch of awesome stories, including this next story. Well, I'll just leave it a secret for now, because I got to post these, and you might see this next one up before this one. So I'll let it be for now. But got a great story coming up where there's this gray entity, let's say, on the side of the road next to a humongous accident. I believe it's in Ohio. So we're going to get to that. We're going to talk about that, and we got more stuff coming up. So keep your eyes on the skies, please. Take care of yourselves physically, spiritually, emotionally. Follow through on your hobbies and your goals and your dreams. And as always, continue to question the universe around you. I like to keep these short. Sometimes these are nice. Some people want me to do them longer. Some people like them shorter. But nonetheless, if they're shorter, it results in less commercials, which is nice too. Anyway, take care, guys. Locked On Universe out. Peace. Go like, follow, share, subscribe. Oh.